Hello, everyone. Welcome to Beyond Life Paranormal Podcast. I'm your host, Russell Reynolds, coming to you from a Sunday night. Usually we're on Saturdays, but we were on an investigation last night. Didn't get in till like 4 a.m. this morning. So, before we get into the show, we just want to plug an event real quick. Come see us in Sandusky, Ohio, December 6th at Holiday Magic and a Paranormal and Craft Bazaar. We will be the VIP guests and guest speaking out there, and we're also leading the paranormal investigation afterwards. Um, they are taking donations to help the needy, so if you got any extra clothes, anything that can help out for the young kids as well as adults, feel free to bring them and donate them. So we're going to get right into the show. My guest tonight, they are the owners of Get Haunted Midwest. They also have the YouTube channel Horror Road Trips, and I got to meet them finally for the first time at Rock Island Paracon. So without further ado, we're not going to keep them waiting backstage. So we're going to bring them on, Chris and Shay from Haunted Horror Road Trips and Get Haunted Midwest.
Hey,
Hi.
what's
Hey,
up?
welcome to the show.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Tell my audience a little bit about yourselves, how you got started in the paranormal.
Oh, geez. All right. So yeah, I was originally I started a horror road trip with my business partners, Boston and Brandon, and we would travel around different haunts and that, not paranormal. We ended up stumbling upon a major haunt called McCamey Manor, and it became very controversial. Um, if you go to our channel, you'll see all sorts of stuff, which is where we ran into each other and crossed paths. From from there, I was kind of desensitized to haunts. Like nothing scared me. I've been through almost all of them, and I wanted to find something that was real, that truly scared me, and I was an extreme skeptic. So I decided, okay, diving into the paranormal. And yeah, first night in my first location, which is a very controversial one because I know some people love it, other people hate it, was the Lizzie Borden house.
Okay.
Um, I fell in love with it there. I can say that I don't like the tackiness and the gags that they have with the axes and all that.
Yeah.
I'm more about history and preserving the history, and especially an amazing story that unfolded there. But the house itself is just a gem, and probably because of that being my like first experience in the paranormal, one of my favorite locations. Um, Now, Shay had always. Did you really ever? You just kind of went to like places that were creepy, right? Before.
Yeah, I always wanted to do like paranormal investigations. I wanted a channel at one point. And obviously I got hooked into all the McKamey Manor stuff.
And so, yeah,
A
so we met there.
little too hooked into it.
Yeah, we met there, and then became close friends and started dating. And finally, after a while, I've been working with Rob at his events, at the Get Haunted events, for a while. I was like, I'm in a position in my life where I can take on more, and decided. I talked to him and Sarah, and they were like, yeah, you know what, we've worked with you for so long, and you get the brand, you get the idea. They signed me up, so now I am running Get Haunted Midwest, and this is my co-pilot that has been helping me get it going from the ground up.
Awesome. I know I've been sharing out your stuff for Get Haunted Midwest, so
I've seen
Yes.
and I appreciate it. I
Yes,
appreciate it.
thank you.
Starting out in a new area, I kind of thought the name would sell it. It's had its challenges, but
oh yeah,
we got a few tickets sold. I would like to see a little more for the November 1st event.
Yeah, I think it'll make a big difference next year. You know, more time to prepare and advertise. And,
Yeah, because we threw this together.
Last minute.
Yeah, I didn't plan on doing the first event till 2026, and Rob was like, "No, you need to try to get some in." And then after I get in, he was like, "You're crazy that you did any this year." I'm like, "Thanks, Rob. Thanks."
He's a pal, isn't he?
He's.
And he was like, "I don't remember saying that."
Yeah.
I probably did, but I don't remember.
Of course, you don't remember that. That's
We love
Rob
you, Rob.
for you.
We love you.
Who we got?
Sandra Pickle says, "Hey guys."
Oh,
Sandra!
special happy birthday shout out to Sandra. It's her birthday today. I
Yeah,
caught that
happy
earlier.
birthday. And then Galactic says, "What's up, brother?" They're out of Pennsylvania. They do a lot of the alien stuff and UFO stuff with MUFON.
Okay.
Ryan's on. He says, "Hey guys, how you all tonight?"
So
Hey Ryan. Chris is on also. Hey guys.
Hello.
the boys from CNR. Yeah,
Yep.
you can check. They'll be at Rock Island on Saturday.
They better be prepared to be on camera. Because I'm going to be filming a lot.
Yeah, there you go. How'd you like the Missouri State one at that Get Haunted event? Did you guys have any good experiences in your group?
I like the location. We were originally just going to film. That was what we had set our goal out to.
Yeah.
And because of complications with stuff, the filming idea went out the window really quick. And we decided like halfway through to just try to savor the night and enjoy the experience.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we were walking in the cell block,
Mm-hmm.
right? In the
Yeah.
dark. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, I felt like someone was watching me. And there were a few places that were kind of like that there, that especially, was it Death Row? The one where I kept feeling like there was something like,
I think so.
yeah. I think where we were when this thing happened, though, was the women's ward. And
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
so I told Chris I felt like someone was watching me, and then I guess he turned, and
And I saw a face, like it was hands holding a bar and a face, like right next to where her face was.
Oh wow.
And that made me jump. And we went and got Bill, and I told him, and he was like, "Well, what spot is it?" And I mean, you've met Bill before, I think. Bill doesn't get scared at anything, right? And he walked up to the cell and he was like, "Will you please make yourself known?" And whatever it was, you just heard it stomp and run towards him, and Bill just fell back.
They're known for that out there because this is like my third time being out
Oh,
there,
nice.
and they're known for that. I walked out of there; it looked like someone had taken a cigarette stuck to the inside of my arm.
Oh, wow.
oof.
What's your favorite spot there?
Mine is the dungeon.
Dungeon. Okay, yeah.
I love the dungeon down there. I've always had great experiences. We actually caught a woman yelling hello down there our first time we were there on
Oh,
camera.
wow.
And I sent two members up to check, make sure nobody was up in the top up there, and there was nobody up there.
Well, we so I did a video a few months back called The Evil 3. And for my part in the interview segment, I'm actually in the dungeon at MSP talking. And while we were filming it, we could hear the metal chair in the other room, like somebody getting up, standing up, and then sitting down like repeatedly in this chair while we were trying to film that scene.
And he just kept getting hotter and hotter, and it wasn't.
Oh, yeah.
It was hot there in general, but you were getting.
Oh,
like,
I was
hot.
dehydrated. I was sweating.
Yeah, it was bad.
That happened to my dad here in Cell House 3.
Oh, okay.
I had to take him back to the lobby because he got almost sunstroke. Like
Yeah. Yeah, like it was, that was the dungeon was probably the coolest area at MSP when we went. It was a hot day,
Yep.
but like in the few minutes that we were down there, you would have thought that I jumped into a pool. Like I was just
Hmm.
soaked, and it came out of nowhere. Like I didn't even feel like I was hot.
Yeah, and then the equipment started draining, which is why we didn't
Yeah,
really do a lot of filming. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
that happens quite a bit there. I know my stuff drains pretty much, especially in 3D. I'll get a lot of battery drainage down there.
yeah,
And a lot of people get vertigo going down into 3D.
I've heard that. Yeah, um, the spot that I really liked, and I wish that we would have stayed like another session in, was the gas chamber.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, I've caught a few crazy EVPs out of the gas chamber. We were there with another team from St. Louis, and the one guy had throat surgery, so he was saving his voice and couldn't talk. So I was
Mm.
asking questions, and we got one that says, "What do you want us to do in here?" We got an EVP that says, "Die."
Oh,
Huh, that's good to know. I'll take it into consideration.
I can't remember the exact name that it was, but there was a woman. She was sitting in the chair, and we were in that, like, the watch area, and we said, "Who are we talking to?" And she said a name, and later we found out, because we looked. They have that picture of everybody that was killed there, and the name didn't match any of them. We later did find out in a newspaper article that it was one of the guys' nicknames.
Hmm.
Okay.
And that was, so I was like, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, Trevor was there for that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Trevor helped out.
usually sends Trevor down to the gas chamber because he's younger,
Yeah.
full of energy, so he sends him down there.
Mm
He did that at the Devils on the Run tour last year when we were there. He sent Trevor down to the gas chamber.
hmm.
Cell 20 is another active hot spot too. There's a spirit of a man that hangs in there too.
Mm.
Oof.
And when Nestor had the items out there, he ended up going down to the dungeon, and he was not happy because Nestor was using his cell for storage,
Oh, wow.
and Wade was picking up on him.
Yeah. Wade will, if something's there, Wade will find it.
Yeah, he found it, and then later on, we did our own Estes down there in the same cell that Dan did, and I was tuned into JB the Firebug,
Oh, okay.
which he's very hard to get to communicate on anything.
Yeah.
And then I was picking up on cell 20, and we didn't know at that time that Nesper used that cell, so I started talking to Wade, and he says, "Yeah, that was the man from cell 20. He didn't like us using his cell, so he went down to the
Oh,
dungeon to get away from people."
oh, wow.
And did you hear about our crazy experience with Rob down there in the dungeon and Brian?
Remind me. I might have. Remind me, though.
We were down there, and we were. Rob says, "Who wants to do a solo EVP session in the in your face cell?" Nobody would do it. And I said, "I'll do it." And we got a couple EVPs out of there, and Rob's favorite word, peanut butter.
Mhm.
He made me say that for the EVP session. And then shortly after that, we went lights out, complete dark.
Okay.
And Annalise, Brian's daughter, he didn't let her film, and she was standing next to her dad, and she feels something grab her leg. And you could
Oh,
see this black figure, and I'm right across from her, and you could see this black figure just standing in between us. And she
oh,
started
wow.
crying and carrying on, and then it was like somebody just lit a flashlight up, and it was about that big around that appeared behind Brian. And I mean, it lit up the cell block. You could see everybody that was in that cell block with us. We thought Brian had lit a light, but when you look at Brian, he was hugging his daughter. His daughter was hugging him.
Oh, wow.
That even freaked Rob out.
Is that the Golden Man that they
That's,
catch?
that's what I'm thinking. That's what it was.
Yeah, because that's right around where I know a few other people have gotten a photo similar to that.
Yeah, he lit up that whole cell block like it was nothing. Then you could see like little red lights
Yeah,
out
yeah,
of the
yep,
hallways and down there.
yep. I know exactly what you're talking about.
That was the first time I've experienced that down there, and I've been down to that dungeon several times. I've been down there by myself, and but never experienced anything like that till that night.
Wow, let's go.
We had a little fun there too. The first time we went, there was that team from St. Louis, and I tested them. I was like, "You want to see if they're true investigators?" You know how that outer door, when it shuts, it bangs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
Yeah.
grabbed it and I slammed it extra hard, and you hear them. They scream and they go, "What was that?" None of them bothered to even come check it out.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, I would have been the first one to go check that out and make sure it wasn't a person that did it.
They were like, "We got a ghost. We got a ghost. It shut a phantom door."
They're like, we gotta go. This isn't okay.
Did you guys get pushed out of any conversations in the women's section?
No,
No,
no.
didn't
It
get
was,
much.
yeah, it was a very tame experience for us. We saw the face. Um, that's funny when I say that's like a tame experience, but we
We
um
saw an apparition.
we saw an apparition, and that was,
That was
yeah,
it.
that was it.
I'm surprised you didn't see that. There's a shadow figure that hangs up there. We saw him the last time we were there with Nesper.
Okay.
He was. We went down the stairs and it was peeking around the cells. So we went
Yeah.
chasing after it, and it was about that time to switch groups. And Andy's yelling at us. I'm like, "Well, there's a shadow down here. We're chasing it." And we did a burst EVP session, and then they were running necrophonic, and they were both coinciding with each other in conversation. Come to find out, it was a woman who was having an affair with a guard, and
Mm.
he threatened her that if she exposed him and he lost his job, there would be a terrible accident happen to her, and she got pregnant,
Oh,
and
wow.
she committed suicide. She threw herself over the rail.
Wow. They the place that I saw the most shadow people at, and it was an insane amount, was when I was at Old Hospital on College Hill for 3 days,
Okay,
and it got to the point like, they got some good jump scares on me. Like, I remember me and Rob walking through the basement, and there's no doors on any of the rooms, so you just walk past, and all of a sudden you see a person like standing in the middle of the room.
Oh.
And I remember going to Rob, "Hey, did you see that?" And Rob's like, "Just keep walking, just keep walking, man." And so we were setting up for the boys versus girl event that was going on that weekend. And so we got there a few days early, and we were running like cameras into all the rooms and all that. And I was setting up my headquarters on floor 3, and I'd be working on the computer, and I'd just see like heads from the hallway just like tip in and stare at me, and then like bounce out, and I'd be like, just come in, please." Like, quit creeping me out.
right? Yeah, that's crazy. The movie theater, when we were doing the haunted house, it kicked up activity in there, and we were just sitting in the lobby, and we're hearing stuff in the office right next to the lobby. Stuff was falling in the office, and nobody was in there.
Hmm.
Oh, wow. Movie theater would be a fun one to investigate.
Oh
I
yeah.
my my whole life growing up as a teenager, I only worked at movie theaters, and so I got it has like a special place in my heart. I would love to go and investigate a movie theater.
Yeah, this place is pretty active, and when I was standing, they had a little Jason Voorhees section of the whole
Oh, cool.
Crystal Lake thing, and there was this little storage room, and I got that feeling like I was being watched. And I turned to look, and there's a figure standing in that storage room.
Oh,
So, and then you had all that scare factor on top of it, what we're doing, scaring people. So that just kicks up the energy.
Yeah, yeah, that's what. When I was at Waverly Hills the other day, I was talking to them, and I said, does having the haunt here stir up activity? And they're like, oh yeah. And sure enough, when I was going through the haunt, there was one part we had people behind us, so I didn't want to stop for too long. But I was staring into this room and I saw something, and I could not tell, was it a prop, was it an actor, or was it a ghost? And I wanted to know so damn bad.
Was it that room that looks like it's got like a little lab set up in it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah, they when we were there, they had just opened that room up,
Oh, really?
and that was
Okay,
we were there. It's been about 4 or 5 years ago now.
okay. Yeah, it was yeah, it was a lab that you walked by, and it was far, and that's why I questioned it. Like, I didn't think it was an actor, because unless they were on their lunch break and they fell asleep, they were way back in the room. But
Hmm.
like, if it was a mannequin, why would you put it way back there? I mean, it had a good effect because it did scare me. That's what haunted houses that are in like haunted locations need to do, is put things in obscure places and not right in your face, and make you question if it was
Right.
paranormal or not. That would make it scary.
Yeah.
That's what we do with when we advertise the movie theater to work on people's minds that it's an active haunted theater. And I mean,
Hmm.
this theater was on TV. It was on Dead Files.
What theater?
Marshall Cinema, called the Madhouse
Okay.
in Marshall, Missouri.
Does it still have screens up in any of the rooms?
Oh, it's still an active movie theater. She still shows
Oh, it's
movies,
still
everything.
active.
Yeah, it's still active.
Oh, wow.
And
That's
so when we advertise it as an actual haunted movie theater. So that gets people's minds working too when they come
yeah,
in there. And there's
yeah.
a few people that have experienced stuff on at the haunted house when they come through.
So um it's a little off track, but when I was working at a theater when I was younger, it was the movie The Haunting came out with Leslie, or
Okay.
Liam Neeson, and
Yep.
Owen Wilson, Catherine Zeta Jones, right? So it was opening night. Theater is jam packed, and movie lets out, and everybody's like, that movie was so good, it was so scary. And those special effects with those bats that were dive bombing us through the movie, like, it freaked us all out. Like, we didn't expect it to be like a 3D type of movie, and we're all like, yeah, yeah. And like, everybody leaves, and then we all walk in with our like brooms, like baseball bats, looking around, and sure enough, there was like bats everywhere in this movie theater.
Oh my god.
we
Uh,
chased them. We chased them out, and then Tarzan. I remember the cartoon Disney Tarzan was playing in another theater, and we saw a bat go under it. And I swear it was like something you would see in a movie, right? We go in and we're looking for this bat, trying to be real quiet and not freak people out. And all of a sudden, you just see the silhouette of the bat on the screen, and it's like arms open up, and all the kids just start screaming. It was amazing.
Ryan says Chris can tell you I refuse to go through haunted house attractions. I hate getting jump scared. He will ask me if I want to go. I'm like, nope.
Oh, who said that, Ryan?
Ryan said that. Yep.
Oh, Ryan.
We'll bring you through. You want to do our immersive, but you don't want to do a haunted house? Come on now.
Haunted houses are fun.
Yo.
I scared
Uh,
thick bodybuilder guys that are supposed to be tough and manly.
Mm.
as much of a badass as I try to be, I didn't go into haunted houses until I was like 21.
Yeah, I didn't until I was this year, really.
Yeah, I tried.
2026.
I tried. I was. Well,
What the?
apparently my.
Now I can hear you guys.
Okay. Went to. All right. You still hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Yeah. My.
Ryan.
What did he say?
He says, "I'm a chicken. I'll do the immersive though."
No, you don't understand. I'm gonna have to blindfold you and strap you down and do things to you, and that don't.
It
It
doesn't
sounds
sound. Never
fun.
mind. Never
It
mind.
sounds
Just quit
fun,
trying to
but
sell it.
That's what I did at Waverly. I laid on the table and acted like I was sick. Had somebody
Mm,
wheel me under the light in the surgery room,
mm.
and one of my members were just yelling, "We need a doctor in here," and I was acting like I was coughing. And next thing I know, I hear something. Couldn't move. I was being pinned to the table.
Oh no.
Couldn't move my legs, arms. It felt like somebody was pressing my chest. And we had a motion light in the doorway that kicked on, and then we hear two loud screams right there outside the door of females.
No.
Wasn't able to debunk it. Tried to find out where the other team was. They were up on the fifth floor on the other side of the building, outside on the roof doing the Nestus method.
Oh wow.
So they were nowhere near us.
It's creepy. Nice.
Chris says, "Well, he is 25 times to go to one.
That's right,
It's
Chris.
not too late yet."
That's right,
Exactly.
Chris.
They're
You
not
hold
that
him to
bad.
it.
I was 26 when I. Well, no, I was 25 when I went to my first one. I'm from Missouri, and I was actually in Springfield, Missouri. It's when I got shut down. But yeah,
I do a lot of investigating in Springfield.
yeah. I going to Missouri State Penn was like a huge thing for me because I always wanted to go. Um, but then we got there, and my God, it was so hot.
It
Right.
It
was.
was so hot. I had the worst headache the whole time.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
when we go to investigations a lot, it as soon as activity hits up, your head just really.
Like miserable, need to leave type bad. It's just
do you get it? Do you get it right here, like between your eyes? It feels like somebody drives their fist right between your eye sockets.
it feels like a band. It feels like all over the crown of my head, just like squeezing the life out of me.
For like me, it feels like someone takes their fist and drives it right here.
Mm,
On a
Yeah,
lot of
I only once got a headache, and that was when I had to deal with those dolls.
mm.
And yeah,
The only one that hasn't given me a headache was Middle Point, and we got a lot of activity there.
yeah.
Brian says, "Hey, when I was little, I knocked over a little kid once because I got scared."
So,
Adding that to your file, Ryan.
Knocking over little kids.
well,
Mm-mm-mm.
just add that to Rob's thing as well.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Man.
I saw your video with Angry Grandma.
Oh, Angry Grandma was so cool. She we didn't get to talk to her as long as we wanted. She was very nice. We had waited in line for almost an hour, and they were right when we walked up. There was a guy before us that was just like he was just a real creep. Like he wouldn't leave. He kept grabbing her like this and like trying to like massage her shoulders,
Ooh,
and like she was feeling really awkward. And then he kept trying to kiss her cheek and all that,
what the?
and it just completely like threw her off. And she was like, I want to go on break. And so we're like, fuck, we're gonna have to wait. And then she looked at us and she was like, I'll do one more for you guys. And but yeah, it was awesome that she said it.
I wasn't there for it, but I got to see the video. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did you see her video with Kane Hodder?
Yes, yes. Fuck you, Jason. And then she gave him that photo. That was
Yeah,
really cool. They had they did really good. They had like a bunch of photos of like characters of the horror movie people that were there with Angry Grandma mixed into the scene. I thought that was really cool. I mean, you know what? that's so awesome that she's out there just having fun. Like, she's just
Yeah.
having fun.
Yep.
And she's able to do this with her grandson, and he's enjoying it too, you can tell.
She should sell pictures of her doing the ghost face trend.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Especially what Jake does to her, puts all her pictures in stores and on DVD covers.
Yes. Oh, you could buy the DVDs. They
Oh yeah.
made the DVDs there with her face on them.
Oh god.
Oh neat.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
was
we wanted to go to Scarefest, but with us being booked for the haunted house, we couldn't make it. We wanted to go out there because I wanted to meet her.
yeah, you'll get your chance again. Um it was packed. It was I've done a lot of conventions, and that one was, I mean,
Didn't you run into someone else there?
I ran into somebody there, yes, I didn't like.
Yeah.
Um and I made a big scene. Um but Nesper, holy cow. Their line was, I'm not over exaggerating. At one point in time, there had to have been at least 1,000 people in line.
Oh
It
wow.
took up the whole first floor, line outlined the whole first floor, and went up the stairs into the second floor.
Oh wow.
It was like a 3 hour wait or something
Jesus.
to get in.
I'm not that surprised though, because it was pretty big at the convention.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like if everybody at Rock Island stepped in line at the same time, that's how long that line was.
Yeah, I bet. Well, everybody knows this is the last for Annabelle, that she's not going on the road anymore. So
Right, right. And so we actually had this conversation right before we went live. I was very up on, like, about the Airbnb and the Warren's house and all that. I didn't know how I felt about it. I felt like that shouldn't be a place that people go and stay. I've actually been to the house um before, and I'll tell you what, after that live that Elton did last night, I believe it was,
hmm
where they showed what they've brought the house back up to. Wow.
yeah,
It
they did
is
an amazing job.
an amazing, like the heart and love, like they truly did it in honor, and that place, just, it feels like it's just brought back to life, and I'm so happy that it's going to be watched over and taken care of by people who truly care.
Yep. I know for a little bit they weren't allowed there until Tony told them they were ready, and then
Yeah.
there they
Yeah.
are now. And it's amazing to see what they have done and all the hard work they've put into it.
Hmm.
Like I told them, I said Ed and Lorraine are looking down, smiling. So is Dan.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they even made a nice little tribute area to Dan right outside the museum.
Hmm
So I yeah, props to Elton and Matt. You guys did good. You guys did real good.
I had faith in him because I know Matt's like known for his comedy, but like his
They
origination
started.
was
Yeah.
paranormal.
Yep.
So
It's just always scary
oh yeah.
when a big name gets a location, and
It's like, are they just gonna turn it into a money grab, commercialized?
Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it is an expensive stay,
Hmm.
and I get that it really limits the everyday person from being able to get to go, and that's sad, and that sucks. Um, but to me, it's not about who gets to go. It's about how well the location's preserved and the history is held together. And if it costs extra money for people to go to be able to afford to do that, then awesome.
Yep. And I mean, they're preserving history as well too. That's a historical location.
Hmm.
That's why I tell people too, if you're gonna go to the house, please be respectful. Don't go in there trying to call Ed and Lorraine out and
No.
doing stuff like that. And I said, you go in there with that wrong mindset, you're gonna wake that museum up downstairs.
Yeah.
That's one place you don't want to wake up. A lot of
Yeah.
stuff in that place, and I've even got stuff in there that's not very friendly either.
Yeah.
They just got a new addition at Rock Island for me too. I just put some more stuff in the museum.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, I didn't bring them in to Rock Island. We had them at a Paracon the weekend before, and they were giving off some bad vibes to some people. I had to spray it down with holy water again, and
Mm.
shortly after the Paracon, it was ready to get over. The one guy was still doing his presentation. The ceiling fell in.
Oh wow.
10 gallons of water come down that was held
Okay.
up there. And right away, it was our items that did it. And Jason Walker had a big Annabelle doll there.
Oh
It was the movie Annabelle, and he had the crucifix around her and holy water, and there was a girl bringing in some haunted dolls and stuff like that too. She was walking around with one that was haunted
oh wow.
and showing it around.
Yeah, I'm over the haunted doll thing. After transporting those three to the Covent in New Jersey,
Mhm.
um, the one night we did an Estes and it drained my phone battery within, I think it recorded 2 seconds, and fully charged phone drained it to zero in 2 seconds, right? I ended up plugging it in, but in the process, the person doing the Estes was telling me how they were going to burn down my house, all these different like horrible ways I was going to die. 2 weeks later, my house caught on fire.
Yeah, and I think I told you it was gonna happen
Yeah.
basically like a few hours before it did.
Yeah, you told me to watch out and just be alert. And then sure enough, I smell something and I walk downstairs and my whole first floor is solid smoke.
Yeah, I have a knack for knowing when bad things are gonna happen.
Yeah, them dolls, I don't even like playing with them either. That's why I got rid of the ones I had. We got
Yeah.
them an actual residential case. They were terrorizing a blind woman. You
Oh.
could only see shapes and shadows and bright lights, and that was it. And these dolls were just wreaking havoc in her apartment. And we came and got them and took them out of there, and we had them at a Paracon the next day doing the haunted object panel. Well, I had them out on the table, and there was a paranormal team right across from us. They turned their spirit box on, and the dolls were coming through the spirit box saying, "He lied, hit him with a shovel, kill him."
Wow.
She come over to tell us, and immediately she started getting heart palpitations and had to back away. So
Wow.
we let two people do a double Estes method with the one doll, and the doll was actually calling my name, called another person's name who had been changed 16 years ago, called her by original name.
Mm.
So for it to know that, it was not a human spirit
Right.
that, and it actually made a whole room go dark.
Oh wow.
And we had the lights off in the basement, but there was still sunlight coming through, and we thought it was clouds at first. We looked, tried to debunk it, nothing. And the one guy he was counting them out of Estes, and the doll was counting for him. He'd say
Huh.
8, the doll would say 2. The doll told him to shut up several times, wanted me to take it back where I got it from. And one of the friends of mine, she kept that one doll, but the other ones, they went in the Warren's Occult Museum.
Oh wow.
And the client called our one doll Little Annabelle, and it was only about this big, and its eyes were gouged out. And
Oh cute.
that's the one that gives heart palpitations. The other 3 will turn and grin at the camera. They'll turn their heads, and Wade confirmed
Nice.
they were all demonic dolls. So
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. It's a fun little collection you had.
yeah, I was glad to get rid of it. The other stuff I just put in there was a Buddhist sing bowl and a book on witchcraft and how to sacrifice and kill people.
Oh.
Oh,
The
I
guy
have
was,
one of those.
well, this guy was using it for occult practices and demonic rituals in his house.
Yeah, that's what you use it for. But
Well, you're not supposed to use it in your house when you got kids. The
Yeah.
kid's grandmother called us in because she was worried about her 9 and 10-year-old grandson.
Oh man.
And so they're in the Warren's Cult Museum. Those were the items that were at that Paracon that were causing a whole bunch of problems.
Mm.
And I told the one lady, the protesters that were out there, I said, I can give them these items. They can go out there and play with it, and maybe they'll leave us alone. Yeah, we had about 30 protesters out there protesting the
At
Paracon.
what Paracon?
Caney, Kansas, border town Paracon that we were
Oh.
at.
That makes sense.
You guys ought to come out to that one. That one's free. They don't charge for a vendor table, nothing.
Oh, okay.
And it's a pretty big one. It gets bigger every year.
Oh, I'm sure, especially if it's free. Heck yeah.
So
All right.
Ryan said I touched a doll and had chest pains afterwards after I touched it. Spirit box said, "Don't touch me."
We shouldn't have touched it, Ryan.
That's what I was thinking. Valid. You have your boundaries.
Yep. If it says don't touch it, don't touch it. But
No means no, Ryan.
She didn't like that, Ryan.
yeah, definitely. No
That's
means
going
no.
in your folder too. This is all going in the file.
And then don't pick it up and hold it up to your heart.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah, that was something that I got from Wade and Tony big time. And because my big question was why is it always dolls? Why is it always dolls that seem to get something attached to? And I get the vessel and
Mm,
looking like a human, but the idea that it's more so because you grab a doll like a baby
yep.
and you hold it close to your heart, and then it's in like your chakra area, and yeah,
Your chakra area?
chakra,
Chakra?
chakra,
Your
chakra.
chakra.
Well, that's like if you look at the like Amish people. If you look at their kids' dolls, their dolls have no face.
That's creepy.
No, they're cute. They're like
Oh,
little
I
potato
don't, I
dolls.
don't like a little doll with no face.
I
Well,
prefer
they're
dolls without a face. I don't like them
Is it?
looking at me.
It's so that they don't resemble and can be
yep.
possessed.
That they're not staring in the eyes of the devil. They believe that if you stare in the eyes of a doll, you're staring into the eyes of the devil.
Okay.
So they have their share of possessions and evil in their sort of religion.
Yeah.
Ryan says, Chris, cash and stuff in your file. It's your turn.
Nobody gets access to the files but me. I make the files. I put all the important information about you into the files.
And here they're supposed to be buddies, and Ryan's throwing Chris on.
Yeah. In all fairness, Chris started it by calling Ryan out for not going to a haunt.
Uh-oh. Yeah,
This could be the end of CNR.
it may be.
There's a crack.
Till the next episode,
Right.
we'll be hearing this on Facebook. Feel like how Rob starts something on there, makes a funny joke, and then that gets blown out of proportion quick.
Yeah, Rob, that little shit starter.
I can relate. You know, anytime you post anything, if you don't make someone mad, you're not really doing it right, you know?
That's right.
Yeah.
That is true.
I think that's why me and Rob get along so good. This is just our existence to
Pisses you
some
off.
people.
Yeah,
It brings you extra pep in your step to wake up and just know that because you're breathing, somebody's so mad. They're so
exactly.
mad.
I agree. Ryan says we've been friends for 10 plus years. He ain't getting rid of me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not me, it's the other Chris.
Oh.
But yeah, Rob's a good dude. I finally got to meet him for the first time at the Devils on the Run tour. We've been
Okay.
friends on Facebook and nothing
Yeah.
but hugs. And every time I seen him, with him and
Yeah.
Sarah,
Yeah, Rob's all right. Sarah's cool.
my dad was giving Rob crap at Rock Island. Sarah was sitting in the chair. My dad asked Rob, "How much is it for that chair with Sarah in it?" Rob says it's going to cost you an extra 20. I said, that's all Sarah's worth is $20. That's not even our gas back to Missouri.
Oh. Oh, my.
That's just wrong.
I told Sarah if you hit him, I didn't see nothing.
I'm sure she does.
Oh, yeah.
He probably deserves it.
We call her Rob's boss. That's what we call her.
Oh, yeah. She's definitely the boss.
Somebody's got to.
Yeah, she's got to keep him in line.
Mm-hmm.
She does her best.
Chris says, call me out, man. I do nothing wrong like that. You do. Oh, I think there's a little argument now going on between these two.
Having a domestic disturbance.
Oh, poor little guys. Get over it, guys. You be ready for this weekend.
Yeah, you don't need to be fighting that this weekend.
Wait, is that this weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, November 1st is the weekend, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no sleep for this week.
Oh my god.
We got a lot to do.
I'm unprepared.
Well, I know when we were at Rock Island, that guy that had the REM pods that were right behind us, they were nonstop going off downstairs.
Yeah. We had while everybody went for the investigation, we had a radio station come in, and me and her took them on a little private tour.
The VIP.
We didn't get any REM pod action, but
we got a lot though.
Estes and Spirit Box, we got crazy hits, and we even found out, like, the one person we talked to, I didn't know this. None of us knew it until later, and we were telling Candy and Lisa about the names and what we caught and what we thought, and they're like, "That is a resident here." And like it was like, wow, okay, yeah, we had a full blown conversation.
Yeah, I got to do scrying for the first time with radio people, and that was
Producer Ben,
and that
was Jaden at night.
Yeah, it was crazy because I do like mirror work, which is like witchy thing I'm not going to go into, but
mirror scrying?
Similar. It's kind of like that, but it's more about manifesting and bringing your reality through the mirror. But I'd never actually done scrying before, and the stuff I was seeing was so creepy and insane. And then Chris came in and was like, asked Ben, like, did you see anything? And he's like, first, I want to hear what she saw. And what I described is exactly what he kind of experienced too. So that was validating, but man, nobody prepares you for the shit you see.
So no, they don't. And I didn't want to tell you guys what you would probably see, and you saw exactly what I was hoping. First time I ever did scrying was at Bill Manor. And today actually I was on Facebook. I don't know who it is. It's somebody that follows me. They were at Bill Manor and they talked about their scrying experience and they described what happened to them. And it was almost exactly the same story that happened to me. And I was like, wow, it gave me chills because for me, I didn't see my face change. I didn't see any of that. What I saw behind me was a slit in the curtain and something kept blocking it on and off, like it was a person pacing. And I said, if you're back there, please come out and show yourself. And this woman in white came charging out of the darkness at me. And Sarah was in the room. I yelled. Sarah flipped on the lights. And right when she flipped on the lights, the closet door came swinging open.
Oh, wow.
It was just like, woof. And that was the direction she was headed to, the lady.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you guys a little bit of evidence we caught from Missouri State.
Oh, cool.
You guys ever heard of Robert Burdella?
Name sounds familiar.
He was housed in Missouri State. He's known as the Kansas City Butcher, would kidnap guys and torture them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he looked like when he was alive.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I see it. See it right there.
Mommy doesn't have her glasses. I can't see anything.
Oh, yeah, it's clear as day. On this side, you see the 2 eyes and the mustache and all that. Wow.
Yeah.
Where'd you? I mean, I know it was at Missouri State. Where'd you take the picture though?
In the museum.
Wow. What was it a picture of?
That scans just EMF, and then when it's
Oh,
an EMF field, it snaps it. It'll snap
oh,
it automatically.
wow.
It's made by ITC,
Okay.
and I was kind of. It's actually a phone app. I was skeptical on it until we caught that picture. I wasn't
Yeah.
100% sold on it, and then Jenny confirmed it that was Robert Berdella.
I mean, yeah. To me, it looked just like that other picture you showed.
And so we use it quite a bit. We've caught quite a few things on it. Our investigation last night when we were there a few times before, we caught a Native American woman on there. We caught several slaves on there, and the property's known for Native Americans and slaves.
Okay.
Yeah, Ryan, iPhones, you can't get them on iPhones.
Hmm.
I showed Ryan and Chris that app at Rock Island when we were there.
Okay. But you need an Android.
Yeah, you need an Android.
I wouldn't make that sacrifice. It's not worth it.
Well, I'm not an iPhone fan, so
Listen, it's okay to be wrong. I forgive you.
I'll stick with an Android.
You deserve it. You keep it.
I'm not 100% sold on iPhone.
I until you have one, I get it. I was so against it until I got my i13 Pro Max, which I still have. It's from many years ago. And the camera is amazing, the storage is amazing. Everything is just amazing.
Well, the lady
Well,
I work with, she sends text messages, or we'll send a text message to her. She won't ever get it, and she's got an iPhone.
yeah.
The only issue I really have is if somebody else has an Android and they send me a picture, it'll look like 2 pixels.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
I'll say the only reason why I honestly use an iPhone
Okay.
is because I work on Macs. So it's so easy to just press a button and then it's boom, it's there. I don't gotta go through email and all that. Like I love that feature.
Yeah. I don't want to get too off topic, but Siri is stupid. Like
Okay.
Siri doesn't know anything. I'll be like, "What's the weather in Detroit? Is it gonna rain?" And it'll be like, "No, it's not gonna rain." And I'll be like, "Hey, what's the weather in Detroit? It's raining right now."
Yeah.
Sounds like Alexa. She's stupid too.
Yeah, she is, but she's funny and stupid. Siri's just stupid.
Did you ever try cussing at them? It's hilarious. The
Yeah.
response they come back at you with.
Yeah, Siri goes, "I won't respond to that." Mine's British. I made him British.
Ryan says I'm good with an iPhone, but I'm on the fence with both devices.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're all stealing our data and our lives and our souls, so that's fair.
Now I like MacBooks because I used to use one when I DJ'd because all my stuff was digital.
Yeah.
What kind of DJ were you? Like a wedding DJ or like a
Oh, I was a club DJ.
Oh, yeah.
I also did weddings, parties, but I was more of a club DJ. I headlined quite a few big clubs in New York State.
Nice.
Wait, what made you go from being a New York State DJ to what you're doing now?
I've been investigating the paranormal since I was 13. So, and then moved out here in 2012. So,
Okay.
cheaper living out here
Oh yeah.
than it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plus, Missouri's got its big history, a lot of hauntings out here. So,
Hmm.
it keeps us
I
pretty.
lived in Branson most of my life. Branson and Hollister. I was in Ozark for a while, Springfield for a few years, but mostly Branson.
I've investigated down there several times too.
It's a great place to visit, not a great place to live.
No, I wouldn't go down there. Done stuff in Oklahoma on the Trail of Tears also.
Oh, never been to Oklahoma. Gotta put that on my list.
Yeah, it's got a lot of history, Native American history, quite a bit down
That's,
there in Oklahoma.
okay.
Ain't Blake Shelton from Oklahoma? I know useless celebrity facts.
And Ryan says Iowa is where it's at. We got Field of Dreams.
Dude, I'm not even going to kid you. So when I was looking into taking on Midwest, I started looking for like all the different haunted locations to rent out and all that. I have never once in my life, and I'm sorry, Chris and Ryan, heard of anything in Iowa. And then I looked, and their list of haunted locations is so insanely long.
Hmm.
The whole state of Iowa is haunted in my book. Like, I was like, oh my God, there's so many places we can go in just this state alone.
Yeah.
Yep.
We were pretty close to Iowa the other, like at the convention, weren't we?
Like a street over.
Yeah.
And Atchison's got its share too. Atchison, Kansas, with the McIntyre Villa. You got the LeBold Mansion, the Sally House,
Yeah, Sally House I want to really go to.
and then LeBold Mansion's another good one. He lives there full time,
Mm,
but he takes donations and he'll rent it out and let you investigate it.
okay,
And it's
nice.
got a dugout house underneath it,
Oh,
and it's
sweet.
one of Kansas's first dugouts. Then you go out further, you can go out to like Wichita and all that out there. There's a lot of haunted stuff out there. For all the Western days, and then Ryan says we got Edinburgh Manor and Bar.
Annenberg Manor. That is the one that I want to get to. That will be on the 2026 calendar. I know
And
that.
Missouri's got its share now that we just got Missouri State Sanatorium just opened up for investigation.
Ooh.
Oh, cool.
And
Oh.
that was actually for sale for a while because I tried to get in there a few times, and the guy from Maryland, a real estate company, owned it, and he would never get back to me. And then he finally got back to me and wanted to charge me like $2,500 to go in there. I'm like, I'm not running an event. It's just gonna be a private one for us and my team. And I was like, it's for sale, so we go in there and confirm it's haunted. You can raise your value and use it as a haunted property and sell it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
But he wasn't for it.
no. It's probably like it's going to be harder to sell.
And
Just
like
gotta market it right.
Right? St. Joe has got its history. You got the Beatty Mansion, you got the Poodle Mansion, Flora Psychiatric Museum. That's extremely haunted. And then even downtown square in St. Joe is pretty active.
Okay. Let's check out St. Joe.
Yeah, the Beatty Mansion's been on several of the ghost hunting shows. Nick and Katrina were out there when they did Paranormal Lockdown,
Okay.
and I believe it was on Taps Ghost Hunters. I don't think Zach's been there.
That's good.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I've never actually watched any of the ghost hunting shows. I think the only thing I really watched was actually Matt Rife and them's channel, and then like Jake Weber and Johnny Gilbert and Tari Yumi did one. That was cool. But that's the only content I ever really watched about ghost hunting.
I used to watch Taps Ghost Hunters when they first came out.
That was mine too. That was the one that I watched. Um and then I also like oh damn it. It's with Amy and Adam.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kindred Spirits.
There you go. Yeah, I like that one a lot.
And then I used to watch Paranormal State quite a bit too when Ryan was on TV.
Yeah,
Seeing
you
him work
know,
with
I,
Lorraine.
I watch that all the time. And then at Dan's funeral, Ryan walks up and introduces himself. I had no clue. Like I didn't connect that he was the guy from the
Right?
show. I hung out with him the whole day, and then finally we were going to leave. I was like, "Hey, were you on a TV show?" And he was like, "Yeah, dude."
Yeah, I got to hang out with him at the Warrens Paracon
Nice.
at the VIP party. We sat and talked for quite a while.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, I made eye contact with him, but I didn't bother him.
You didn't talk to him?
No, he was super busy. People were
Yeah.
coming up with pictures and stuff. I didn't want to bug him, but yeah.
Yeah, he stays pretty busy, especially
Mhm.
being in Texas now.
Hmm.
And I'm glad he's doing good and he's helping out with the house. And
Yeah. No.
then Father Bob, I love Father Bob. He's awesome.
Yeah, we hung out with him last weekend. He there was a scare there. A person passed out in front of Annabelle, and they went to get him to bring him in, and like I don't know what happened. He hit a wall. It was like an invisible wall, and had to sit down. And it was like it was crazy. And we were like, "All right, we're getting out of here."
Never do that
Yeah,
again.
yeah, Annabelle can be intense when she wants to be.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw her for the first time. It was interesting.
I've been around her quite a bit, so
yeah,
and know all the stories what happened with her and all the family and stuff. So
all right.
Yeah, I didn't give her a lot of attention. I didn't take a picture with her or anything. I just kind of like,
that's a
oh,
good thing because if you stare her in the eyes, she will connect to you telepathically.
well, yeah. I looked in her eyes for a second and I was like, I don't like that she looks at me, so I'm just gonna not look at her.
She's known to turn her head too. She's known to follow you.
Yeah.
My other stuffed animals do that too.
Annabelle don't bother me much. Me for the Warrens Occult Museum would be that shadow doll.
Yeah,
Your
shout
shadow
out.
doll was crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I get a bad feeling from that shadow doll. I don't like that shadow doll at all.
yeah, that was what, if anything, in there really got to me. It was that and the satanic idol. I don't care for, like, in a good way. Like, I don't like, it makes me uncomfortable to be around. Just knowing that a dude saw this thing in the woods, ran from it, and then said, "Hey, I want to go back and find this thing. If
Mm,
I saw that thing in the woods, I'm moving. If it's by my house, like I'm."
right. And I
That
mean, look,
was,
they took it out of there, and they kept seeing this satanic priest.
yeah, yeah.
And,
The guy kept showing up.
and I know we did a session with Shadow Doll when they were out here at Missouri State. And we got some creepy stuff coming through the spirit box.
You know how mad that satanic priest probably was when Ed took his statue, because he was like, "I just got done whittling this fucking thing for 20 days." And now this man came out of nowhere and took my
Right?
satanic idol.
Yeah, I can just imagine my cousin Ed walking through the woods just with this thing, carrying it out of there.
I'd be so mad if somebody stole my little statue that I made.
And knowing Ed, if I was in front of him, I know what Ed would say to him.
Yeah.
He would be all over that guy.
Oh yeah.
Tails, Trails, and Taco says, "Ooh,"
Oh hey.
TT.
What's up, TTT?
but yeah, that museum's a little crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, the movie doll, when they had her out here at the prison, she was sitting in that actual chair that Annabelle sat in,
Yeah.
and I took a picture with it, just Annabelle in the chair by herself, and you see a arm come out of the right side. It would be our
Oh.
left if we were facing the chair, and it had its fist clenched. So I stood back, took a selfie, and you see the hands opened up.
Oh.
Oh, that's good.
I was like, okay, well, I might as know. They know everything about you. They know that I'm related to the Warrens, and so they know that. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you're another one of those that I can.
Another one of those.
Yeah. Ryan says I had a dream about Annabelle a week after the expo, but it wasn't a nightmare. In the dream, me and Chris were watching it for some reason, and I turned my head to look at her, and she tilted forward. And in the dream, I told Chris that we need to open the case to put her back before people get back to see her. It was weird.
I had a dream about her too after, didn't I? It was a
Yeah, you
nightmare.
did.
Was it a nightmare?
I remember you talking about Annabelle after.
Yeah. I think it was just your subconscious brain is thinking about it, like, oh my god. But
Annabelle would be in a much better mood if we got her a blacked out Barbie Jeep. I wouldn't
that's
want to put
cool.
her in that Jeep, having her run loose.
Yeah. You know, she's kind of known for causing car accidents, and there
Yeah,
were two people that kind of got in car accidents from the night we saw her last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, even before that, she got a priest in a car accident.
Yeah.
Back in the 70s, Dan was in a car accident after dealing with Annabelle, and then a guy on a motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's not a very good doll. And a lot of people running around saying, oh, that's not the real Annabelle doll.
I'm
Or you,
really excited to go back because and do this event in November because having all the Ouija boards there and these haunted objects and stuff, you gotta know that there's like residual energy that's now there that wasn't before.
oh, yeah. I mean,
That's gonna be
like
insane.
where we were right under the Warrens Occult Museum, and that's what the guy was blaming me for setting all his REM pods off behind us. I was like, you realize we're sitting under the Warrens Occult Museum right now. We're
Hmm.
sitting right under where Annabelle is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were right next to her, and yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's a
just gotta
good
know
point.
hunting there is gonna be like,
That's a good point.
Yeah, I mean when they took him out of Missouri State and they packed him up, there was still some leftover residual because when we were doing Estes, we were picking up still on some of that residual from the items being there.
Hmm.
And even behind the blindfold, I seen this black figure behind the blindfold, and I was like, nope, I'm not talking to you. And I pulled myself out of Estes.
yeah, I pulled myself out of Estes for the first time when we were doing the radio
Hmm.
tour because oof,
You heard a
something.
growl?
I heard something that didn't sound pleasant, and then it
Mm.
felt like the headphone cord was moving,
Mm.
and I saw something go like under me from under the blindfold, and I'm like, mm-mm, nope, I'm out.
Mhm.
And that was in the room that they had all the Ouija boards set up. So
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, Bill's Museum. Yeah, I got a tour that morning of Bill's Museum.
yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah. They had some really cool stuff in there.
Oh,
Especially some of the ones that he's made.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it because I'm sure you know this, but people watching may not know. When he goes to a location, he asks permission to get either like a piece of wood or a brick, some from the place, and he makes a board from that material. And like Wilson Castle, it's like 3 years ago. Me and him, Tanya and Boston went there, and he found a piece of wood that was from the home, from the castle, and I got to see the finished product. Finally, 3 years later, he had it there, and it's just beautiful work he does.
Yeah, he does some awesome work. I liked his Vincent Price Ouija board that
Hmm.
he had in there.
Yeah, yeah. I wished at the time I had some cash on me because I would have loved to have gotten one of those Rock Island Roadhouse ones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw those with Looney on there, and
Yeah, those are really cool.
I really liked the adult theme one that was in the clothes
Oh,
thing. And then you open it up and it's just a bunch of positions.
yeah.
Mhm. Well, I know there was one guy that come down to us. He was a skeptic in the paranormal, so Bill
Oh,
was had his Estes tent set up. I said, "Go see Bill at the Talking Board Museum and try Estes." I said, "I guarantee you'll be a believer when you walk out of there." So they went to see Bill, and the guy's wife, she's a believer in it, so she did it. She says to her husband, "You need to do it. You're the skeptic." So Bill, instead of playing, like the regular radio white noise, he was playing some CE5 stuff. So
oh,
kind of like alien chatter with the white
yeah.
noise. And he said when the guy walked out of there, he was white as a ghost and he was shaking. And I'm a believer. He was hearing stuff in there from the spirits at Rock Island.
Yeah.
We're being circled by like 50 ducks. Just
Yeah, we
walking.
are.
Look,
I know.
they're literally making a circle.
I think he got food for him.
Right.
But yeah, even my equipment was going off down there in the basement.
Yeah. Yeah, we were yeah, we got some good hits with stuff down there.
Yeah, I can't wait to go back.
Wade
Yes.
says to me, if you go to room 2, I can't help you.
Room 2?
Yeah, I think it was one of those rooms by Bill over there
Mm.
that were closed off. He says if you go in one of them, I think it was room 2, I believe, and B2, I think is what he called it. He says if you go in there, I can't help you.
I think that's the one we got lured into going into, and then it was them trapping us in there, and they didn't actually want to talk.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was so when we were down there with the radio show people, three doors were open, one was latched shut, and we were the only ones down there. And we were in the Ouija room,
Hmm. Clown room.
clown room for a while, and then all of a sudden, when we walked down to the hall, the latched one that had been shut all night was now unlatched and partway open.
And we had kept hearing noises and
And yeah, we asked if it wanted us to go in that room, and we kept getting ding, 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 ding on the bell. And so we were like, all right, let's go in the room. We went in the room and nothing.
Oh, wow.
Like it just put us in this room so we would be away from it.
yeah, and the room didn't seem to have a doorknob either.
No,
So I
no.
was like, oh, it's just trying to trap us in here.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, that's what Wade told me. He says, if you go in there, I can't help you. I said, I don't plan on going in there.
It's fine.
I really liked the mirror room. That was special.
Yeah.
Energy.
Ryan says the mirror gets heavy in that area. Is weird.
Yeah, she experienced that for sure in that area.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're excited this weekend. We do have a buy one get one half off deal going on tickets. So buy one at full price, get bring a friend for half off,
Or
or
someone that you're not sure you want to date and you don't want to pay full price, give them the 50% one.
Yeah, there you go.
Smart.
Test run.
And then if you don't want to date them and like the date's horrible and you hate it, you can just ghost them
And be like,
after.
it was paranormal.
Yeah.
You saw a
Yeah.
ghost finally. You got activity.
I did that to a bunch of kids at the school I work at. They were calling me a ghost. I was like, all right. So I made it like, I said, you actually can see me? Nobody saw me for hundreds of years. And
Aw, you gaslit them.
so I went up the stairs and they were like, we'll meet you upstairs. So they went up the other way to try to cut me off. Well, I made it up there before them and I hid in the one closet. And they were running the hallways. They're looking, they're like, man, he really is a ghost. He's gone. and they get by the door, and I start scratching on the door,
That's
and them kids go running down the stairs screaming.
funny.
That's beautiful.
And their mom told me to do it. The kid's mom's the bookkeeper there, so she's like,
Oh,
Yeah.
so-
I like that. You know, a mother that likes to get a little terrorism and really early on.
so her wish was my command. I scared them.
there you go.
But meanwhile, that place is haunted too. That school is haunted. It was
Yeah.
in 1888,
Oh wow.
and it's right up the road from the old Mormon massacre site that happened in 1838. So it gets pretty active in there. Doors will move on their own and shut, and the doorstop will be down, and we both physically watch this door just close with the doorstop dragging.
Oh wow.
And then
That's
third floor, there's a shadow figure that stands there, and it'll peek around the lockers at you.
oh.
We run spirit box every night when we'll go to dinner. We'll sit there in the cafeteria and run spirit box and talk with them. We get some pretty interesting things. We'll get some colorful words on there. We'll get cussed at a few times.
Yeah.
Had
My kind of people.
the other night, my coworker had said she was the chosen one, and then right after that, it said "up yours."
oh.
Oh.
Friday was even during the day. We get activity there. We had the outside door like somebody was coming in it. There was nobody. The door opened up and shut.
Wow. Yeah, that's some cool activity.
In the old gym during the summer, we go take a break in there and run the box. And I got it to count out how many were there, and it went up to as far as 21.
Hmm.
That freaked my two coworkers out because they're terrified of the building. So I lure them on to the ghost hunts to try to put their mind at ease. So especially the one that works at night, she won't be so jumpy, but she still won't go to the old gym after 9 o'clock. They'll send me there. Like, there's nothing bad about it.
Right.
I get the heebie-jeebies when I walk in there. So, there's nothing here that's gonna hurt you.
Right.
Trying to get your attention, that's all they are. Well, one night we thought somebody broke in the building. We heard the one bathroom, you could hear the stall doors all banging in there. I go down the hallway, I look, and the light's on, and I thought somebody broke in.
Hmm.
So I went up to my coworker, I'm like, "Stay up here, I think somebody broke in, I'm gonna go check it out." I said, "They're in that bathroom tearing something up." I walk in that bathroom, the lights off, everything's quiet. Look in trash can, see if maybe they washed their hands or something, no paper towels, everything is just how she left it when she cleaned the bathroom.
Hmm.
That was weird.
Yeah, I think my phone's about to die actually.
Alright, yeah, we'll get ready to wrap up here, and if people wanna get a hold of you, how can they get a hold of you to book you for events, Paracon?
Yeah. So you can go to extremeticketing.com and find our Get Haunted Midwest events. You can actually do gethauntedmidwest.com as well to find us. Same thing with Horror Road Trip, horrorroadtrip.com, or find us on YouTube at Horror Road Trip.
Alright. If you wanna hang backstage for a minute, I'm gonna pull you down and run my outro, and I'll be ready with you in a minute.
All right, we'll see you guys.
Yep, thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you.
Alright, guys, hope you found the show good. Chris and them are awesome people. Make sure you check out Get Haunted Midwest and check out the events coming up. Get your tickets for Rock Island. You won't be disappointed with Rock Island. That place is extremely haunted. Um, we will be back on next week on Saturday. We will be doing a after Halloween special. I would do it on Halloween, but I got to work Halloween night. So that being said, remember if you're being bullied in the paranormal field, you do have a voice. So feel free to talk to us. We'll listen to you. With that being said, God bless, and we will see you all next week. Same time, same channel. Everybody have a good night. Good night, CNR Paranormal. Have fun on your event next coming weekend.